I will tell you that I happen to be a cyber optimist on this point about what growing up with the internet does for young people. I think it's going to make them much smarter than the generation that came before. And here's why. It has to do with the size of the intellectual diet that they can bring in. So when I was a kid, I grew up pre-internet. I wanted to know stuff. So my mom would drive me to the library, which was 25 minutes away, and I would pick up the Encyclopedia Britannica and I would flip through it and hope they had an article about the thing that I wanted to know about. And that's how I was able to get my little straw of knowledge. But now kids are growing up with access to anything they're interested in. And this is so good for the brain. And from a plasticity point of view, the reason this matters is because change happens in the brain when you are curious about something. So when a kid asks a question to Alexa or Siri or whatever, and they get the answer, that sticks because they have the right cocktail of chemicals going on in their head. In contrast, when I grew up, I learned tons of just in case knowledge. I mean, that's all that the teachers could teach us is just in case you ever need to know this fact, here it is. But kids are in a really great situation now. So there are pros and cons to all this stuff, but I think I'm very optimistic about what this means for the warehouse of knowledge that kids can build up now. And you can ask any question you want, and it knows the entirety of humankind's knowledge on that computer. What he was foreseeing here was the internet. He got the details wrong, but it doesn't matter. But the idea is he saw how this would be so incredible for education because he pointed out, look, in any classroom, it's going too fast for half the kids, too slow for the other half of the kids. And if you could just pursue the sphere of humankind's knowledge, if you could enter in whatever door you wanted to, that's the way to do it because you'll be motivated. Now, he wasn't talking about brain plasticity or anything, but this is exactly what I'm saying from a brain plasticity point of view. It really matters.